Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods, or a newest little beach build, and the fact that we really need to decorate this, and figure out a situation for the lights in here. Normally, I do my usual thing and grab carpenter's slabs as for the ceiling and put glowstone in there, but maybe we'll actually could work with the Bibliocraft lanterns that we are also using to light up the area around here in general. It would be a possibility. We definitely need... Thank you for the lag. That's a good start. A couple things. So around here we could definitely add like a little table. I think that would be cute. And then we can add like some sun chairs around here, I'd say. How would torches look on here? It works? Did you take my torch? Was it a sacrifice to the ocean? How did that get all the way over here? Damn. We do have a chisel on us, so we could try some of the easier stuff first. Doesn't work if it's not a solid block, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. You're welcome. I just did that as a demonstration here. What if... Wait, how did I grab the wine bottle? You know, maybe like these Japanese lantern types of things could add a nice touch. But I'm afraid that would be too much white, and this is too much Chinese New Year vibe. But to be fair, currently it's happening still, I think. So it would be matching. But what about this one? It has a pop of color. Nah. Hey, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. But if we were to go in with this little guy on the other hand. And then we could also compare to one of the taller ones. You know, this one is like, hello, here's a light source, and this is, please don't let mobs spawn in my build. This kind of matches nicely on the corner, though. Thank you for not throwing it into the ocean. Thank you. That's fancy. I like how we have like a little outline there on the beach umbrella. I think that might actually be the one that we go for. I like how I didn't see the small one at first because it just didn't look like a torch. If we just do this, you know, we don't have to add one here. On the other hand, we could have this part be ocean scenery and have the light source there. Possibly. Do that, do that. Very glad I forgot to make all the hanging things. But for the other part, maybe this is actually where we could have our first little plant. I know how to play video games, I promise. You know, in my mind that looked very different. In my mind it had like the little sprouts coming off on the side, and it wasn't just a hollow stump to make it better. Yeah, no, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that. What would happen if we put a mangrove? Oh, that's too big. Cypress is a bit smaller. Looks funky in there though. Okay, we need a plant to put in there. A plant that is not bamboo. Let's throw that in there for now. I guess we just go back home. We craft some things, we grab some plants, and we think about our actions. By the way, once again, just like the last episode, this is being recorded the night before it's being uploaded. Look at me, slowly but surely producing in advance. I wanted to record a lot more today, but when I first woke up at 10 a.m., didn't be very nice, you know? Kind of slept through the night. We might be having another phase where I don't wake up 20 times a night. That would be really cool. I had a very bad headache. That was not fun, especially because yesterday I also kind of had woken up with a headache. That is not what I'm looking for. So I was like, you know, I still feel tired. It's early-ish. I'll just take some meds and I'll go back to bed. One pill and like 2 hours later, I wake up. The headache is worse. And so I took more meds. And I stayed in bed for like another hour, just hating every single life choice I had ever made. Pretty much. And yeah, it got a little bit better, but it wasn't really gone. And it kept existing for much longer than I mean, to be fair, I think the meds are starting to wear off, actually. Yeah, around 5 p.m.-ish, it started getting better. But, you know, yesterday, before going to bed, I was setting up the to-do list for the day. And I added, like, all these recording things, because I was so ready to just have, like, a productive day. The universe did not agree with that. Like, nope, not for you. Not happening. No, just forget about it. But thankfully, in the evening, I was able. I changed the bedding all by myself, which sounds kind of stupid to be proud of. But I really struggle to get the sheet onto the mattress since our bed is in the corner of the room, and it's just really annoying to do that. So that was the first struggle, but then the other struggle is, I've mentioned before, I have a weighted blanket now. I'm a weak little bean. Yes, it is just a 7-kilo blanket. It's not like a ton that like a literal ton that I have to lift, but it kind of feels like a ton sometimes. Especially when you try to change the bedding on it. So yeah, that was quite the experience. I think I actually want to get the Bistort, because we don't have many of that. It's kind of special-ish, and I think it could look nice in there. But I want to get an extra one before we plant one just in a random pot. Come on, thank you. Oh, a little bit more than I intended to do. Well, okay, we have that. We have all our hanging stuff that we can actually work with. Beautiful. We still have the hiko wood. In here. That is very nice. I also would maybe like to make some bookcases for the bedroom area. The framed one actually might be nice, but I think it might not be too, you know, it looks so unstable. Is that the right word in this case? Maybe we'll go with dark oak, just because it's like a, you know, big color in between all the white, which I think could be a nice little accent. Maybe we should go with spruce instead. But dark oak is just personally my favorite. I don't know why did I just clap my hands? I am a bit tired, yes, and the fact that the headache is kind of obvious back now is not helping, but I will not take meds again. I took 2 pills today, that was more than enough. Be kind to yourself, kids. If your body needs medication, maybe give it to your body. How many will we make? I mean, 3 matches. Then we have half a block for the ceiling. But then we still have like these two, one block above the closet. One block above the closet. Not 2 blocks, 1 block, because it's only 1.5. Catch it being 2 blocks, I will be embarrassed. Okay, but we can work on the outside area now, and I probably meant to grab a bunch of other things that I forgot about. No creepers around here? Oh, I was kind of expecting that with how late we went to bed, but I will take a pleasant experience walking around here, of course. And yeah, I don't know, I feel a little bit weird every time I enter the episode number lately, because it's just getting so close to episode 1000. And I mean, yes, in a way, I knew when I started this Let's Play, like, there wouldn't really be an end to this unless the world actually corrupts. And so far, we have always managed to get around that, you know. But we are actually reaching the 1000 episodes now, and that is just, damn. Like, you know, all these jokes that we do earlier, that I did like early on, like, haha, we'll do that in episode 1000. Like, damn, it's almost episode 1000. It's time for whatever I promised there. Doesn't that look cute? I like that. It's like, it's a small pop of color. Okay. I forgot. This is... We did the roof. Yeah. I'm sorry. Nice. Maybe actually we can put something else on top of there. I like this. It's kind of windy. Don't mind the wind. I did forget to add a glass pane in here. I felt like the other day when I was looking at this, I think from a screenshot or so, it looked like there wasn't glass here. So I wasn't imagining things. I'm not going crazy just yet. Let's go! I want an area to be easily usable. So, which one is gonna look better? Very green. I think I like the small one more. Reminds me a little bit of like a string of pearls. I had that planned like 2 or 3 times and I killed it every time. And I feel very bad about it because I do really like the look of it, but I just can't keep it alive. To be fair, a lot of people can keep them alive. And every once in a while on like a plant subreddit, someone posts their massive string of pearls and everyone is just like, how? How? And I will steal it from you. Does that look good? I have not ever really worked with those type of hangers, so that adds like an extra layer of, I don't really know this, you know? Probably would look better if we didn't have that weird gap with the half slabs. But I think overall it's okay. Yeah, maybe we'll change the hangers. I'll have to think about it a little. Oh, actually, one more thing that I would like to do is get this little guy back out. And we grab 4 of these. Actually, a chisel can go back in. Don't want any mobs in front of your door. These 2 pieces of sandstone, dude. Do we not have sand? No, I put it all away because I was smart. Okay. Don't ever try to clean up. It's not good. Okay. Hickory wood. This could look good. This could look awful. I am not sure. But we shall try. Probably just stairs, I'd say. Actually, how do I do this? Ooh, very dark, very dark. But not awful, if that makes sense. Can we do this maybe? No. Because I want some free space around here. Okay, we'll add that. I mean, it's okay. It's a small flower pot. To be honest, how many times will we walk around here? So we have this. And then we do that. Maybe we turn this one a little bit as well. I forgot to grab lanterns. I think that was one thing I originally intended to do. Actually, maybe, since we have some free space there now, could do this. You know, just for a touch of color to complement the wine bottle. Oh, paintings would be really nice here. Oh, I need to get some paintings. Okay, yes. I think the Hiko wood works. Not ideal, but it works, you know. A dresser from DecoCraft. How would full blocks look above this? A little silly. How would it look if we put dark oak there? Not too stupid. A little, but... How would spruce look? That's the question. I mean, we could try both, I guess. Oh god, I have a weird feeling, like, the bone underneath your eye, you know, like, your eye socket bone, that seems to be itching right now for me. I hate it. I hate this feeling. We could even put like another... No, we couldn't put a hanging plant here because the DecoCraft beds are like 1 pixel over 1 block, which means this block is occupied. We could put one here, possibly, but we could also go for like a cute painting. We need to figure out the light situation. I'll say we go back home, we grab some DecoCraft stuff, if our deco bench allows that, because it's starting to be a little bit empty in there. Let's see. First of all, I would like to grab some stuff for the porch area. Maybe these ones, but I'm not too sure about that. And then what would be... I mean, the blue ones are cute. Any stuff we could put out there? Probably not. Toys? Nothing I could really think of. Science. No. Maybe a little fishbowl, possibly, for that rich people feeling. And then I would also like to add a couch, I think. That's the corner couch, okay. And God, so many possibilities. Lava lamp would be cute, but Too modern for what we're going for. Also, I think the kitchen stuff's actually. I want to try these, I think. Is it getting dark again already? We have fruit bowl. Well, no, we have another one. Maybe a little tissue box. Even though it's like very colorful. It might almost hurt your eyes in that white house. Oh, my boyfriend's texting me. I think he's going to bed. Okay, I paused this real quick to text him back because he's going to bed and I want to tell him good night. Okay, hello, good morning. The boyfriend is going to bed. I have told him good night. And, yeah, I think previously I was talking about how when I was struggling with my headache, I don't think I fully talked about how sad that really was to have half of the day, not even just half, most of the day kind of wasted. Like yesterday, the to-do list that I made, like I intended to be recording 3 episodes of Life in the Woods today, apparently. And then an hour of Smushy Come Home, which I recorded, but I only recorded 45 minutes of that. I did do all the editing though that I had planned. That's good because that was overdue, but that was something I then did when the headache was like starting to fade away, you know. But I wasn't really in like the talkative mood just yet to record, so that was a nice little way to pass the time, I guess. But I also wanted to do a lot of cleaning today that I didn't do. I'm just sad. But I mean, okay, it happens, you know. To be fair, my mom also has a headache. According to her, it's the weather. Because we have big temperature swings that are, like, happening. So... I forgot the shelves. I knew there was something that I wanted to still grab. Here, fruit bowl. For fancy. Tissues. I also forgot the dresser. I love running back and forth. So fun. Okay, what's going to look best? This just looks almost kind of cheap, you know? Here we could actually maybe do this. I mean, you can't easily turn these around, you know. And then we could add... Oh, we can't turn these in theory. Oh. What do you mean we can't turn this one here? Because of the stupid law. Oh, that would have been perfect. Finally something that we can't turn and then we can't turn it. I'm heartbroken. Can we put stuff here still? Yes, okay. Because sometimes DecoCraft doesn't like you doing that. Actually, I think we put this one here and then we will have a little table here from Bibliocraft, I'd say. Yeah, this will turn out alright, I think. Not really how I imagined things would look. But, I mean, when does that ever happen, you know? I think grey is actually better. You know, that's the footrest, right? Okay. Don't think I've ever used these before. I like the space. There is something about this, you know? Can add like some more big paintings around here. Some little like trinket tables as well. Like something to hold the little fishy. But this, I like it. I really, really do. We'll go home once again because we haven't been there enough. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. First things first, there's one DecoCraft thing I want to do. So actually maybe two. Maybe we'll get a little glass table for the fishing. For the fishing bowl, yes. Where's the dresser? There we go. And then under living room, I believe. Well, maybe we also go with this one. The tablecloth, no, actually, the tablecloth looked weird when you put it, or like try to put it on a wall, I believe. But it was really cute. Maybe we'll find a spot for it, but I kind of doubt it. Coat rack. Maybe we can find a cuckoo clock space there. Okay, but that's technically all the stuff that I really wanted to grab. So now we do this and we do this. 4 just in case. That. Spruce. I like how I say just in case, but that's actually the number that we need. The headache is pounding. Can you not? Can you please give me like another 5 minutes and then I'll be done with this and then everyone can die happily if that's what they want. The paintings will be a little bit of a struggle because we do have a lot of custom paintings. The mods are all linked in the description where I got these from. I think we have 3 different mods here. Like obviously these all have different sizes that they look best as. This one could be cute, possibly. I'll have to do some off-screen testing, just so we don't sit here for hours on end. And the lanterns. I think we might even just keep on going for the basic ones. I mean, basic doesn't mean bad. Wait, I have slime covering my eye. Ouch. Okay. I can see again. That's nice. I enjoy having the gift of vision. Actually, maybe a little bit more. We needed 6, not 4. Sometimes I forget how you craft things. Apparently. And everything is, yeah, upstairs for that. Okay. Apparently we just used up all glass panes. We eat. We grab some more torches. Put the extras away. That. And then we do this. That. I want my full stack back. Okay, we have lanterns. We have that. A table from Bibliocraft for the outside area. Jacaranda could be cute. I'm gonna get a jacaranda table, I think. Might look awful in combination with everything else, but right now I feel like that could be the way to go. 3 slabs. Oh, we have a lot of slabs. We have a lot of planks. Isn't that nice? And jacaranda. Table. Vegetable. That's all the people in my class pronounced vegetable, by the way. I'm not talking about a class of 6th graders. I'm talking about when I went back to school a couple years ago to finally graduate. And to be fair, it wasn't for people who didn't graduate, it was for people who didn't have the middle school. Okay, that sounds weird. Germany has 3 school types, and for the people that have the lowest school degree, the Hauptschulabschluss, they were able to do their Realschulabschluss. I think secondary school degree is the English title. So, you know, everyone was like in their late teens, and then we had like a couple of us 20+ people. And except for like maybe 3, 4, 5 other people that were decent in English. Everyone else, because we had one of our topics was like living healthy, I think, and like, yeah, let's just call it living healthy. And everyone was like, vegetable. Our teacher is like, no, it's pronounced vegetable. Vegetable. And my boyfriend and I would just look at each other like, what is this place? So that was always fun. Like, no offense to you know, struggling to pronounce words. I am the definition of that, I guess. But I hope my teacher is doing well. Occasionally I see her at the grocery store. That's always very nice. Actually, I think I like that. Because she was a native speaker, and that was just like such a wonderful thing to experience for me. Like, since I'm kind of self-taught in English, and, you know, putting fan fictions into Google Translate may not have been the best way to have your language learning base. But hey, it kind of worked, I guess. Yeah, it's in like the middle of the block. Kind of sad. Actually, I think spruce is okay. That works. Sure. Sure thing. We add one here. And is that going to be enough for the whole room? Or should we maybe do it like this? No, here. Now we have an extra torch. Great. I think that's better. And yeah, with that we are kind of at the end of the episode. I love how this is coming along. It doesn't look anything like my vision, but it doesn't mean it's awful, you know? We can make this work, I believe. Yeah, thank you guys very much for being here. I hope your heads don't hurt. And this is one of the things I hate about the DecoCraft dressers. They have this gap behind them. Maybe they vacuum behind it and they didn't fully push it back yet. Thank you for being here. I love you. Stay hydrated, stay happy, stay healthy. Take good care of yourself. And yeah.